The Battle of the Somme, fought between July and November 1916, remains one of the most devastating and defining moments of World War I. It was a battle that tested the limits of human endurance, reshaped military strategy, and left an indelible mark on history. Today, we delve into the story of this brutal conflict, exploring its origins, its catastrophic human cost, and its lasting impact on warfare. By 1916, World War I had reached a stalemate. The Western Front was a network of trenches stretching from the North Sea to the Swiss border. Both sides were locked in a deadly standoff, with neither able to gain a decisive advantage. The Allies, comprising British, French, and other forces, sought to break the deadlock by launching a massive offensive in the Somme region of northern France. The goal was to relieve pressure on the French forces at Verdun and to inflict heavy losses on the German army. The plan was ambitious. It began with a week-long artillery bombardment involving over 1.5 million shells fired at German defenses. The British High Command believed this would destroy the enemy's trenches, barbed wire, and morale, paving the way for an easy advance. On July 1st, 1916, the bombardment ceased, and the order was given to advance. Thousands of British soldiers climbed out of their trenches and walked toward the German lines, confident that the artillery had done its job. But what awaited them was a nightmare. The German defenses were far from destroyed. Their deep bunkers had withstood the bombardment, and their machine gunners were ready. As the British soldiers advanced, they were met with a hail of bullets. The result was carnage on an unprecedented scale. By the end of the first day, the British Army had suffered over 57 casualties, including nearly 20,000 dead. 1,000 dead remains the bloodiest day in British military history. Families across Britain and the Empire received telegrams bearing the devastating news. The scale of loss was unimaginable, and the optimism of the early war years began to fade. Despite the catastrophic start, the battle dragged on for months. The Somme became a grueling war of attrition, with both sides suffering heavy losses. The Allies made incremental gains, often measured in yards rather than miles. The battlefield was a hellish landscape of mud, shell craters, and shattered bodies. One of the few bright spots for the Allies was the introduction of a new weapon, the tank. On September 15th, 1916, tanks were used in combat for the first time. While they were slow, unreliable, and few in number, they offered a glimpse of the future of warfare. The psychological impact on German troops was significant, even if the tactical gains were limited. By the time the battle ended in November 1916, the Allies had advanced just 6 miles. The cost was staggering. The British and French suffered over 600,000 casualties, while German losses were estimated at 500,000. The Somme became a symbol of the futility and horror of war, a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. Every name on a grave marker, every letter home, every family torn apart, these were the true consequences of the Battle of the Somme. Despite its horrors, the Battle of the Somme had a lasting impact on military strategy. The failures of the first day exposed the limitations of traditional tactics in the face of modern weaponry. The war would see a shift toward more sophisticated approaches, including combined arms operations and improved communication. Today, the Somme is remembered not just for its bloodshed, but for the resilience and sacrifice of those who fought. Memorials and cemeteries dot the landscape, serving as a poignant reminder of the cost of war. The Battle of the Somme stands as a testament to the courage and suffering of a generation. It reminds us of the importance of learning from history, so that such sacrifices are never forgotten and never repeat.